Each year, Microsoft Research hosts hundreds of influential speakers from around the world, including leading scientists, renowned experts in technology, book authors, and leading academics, and makes videos of these lectures freely available.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I don't have fancy slides, so I apologize for that. So most of my time is spent being a code monkey, and I do things like build games and stuff like that. And while I was building games, when I don't do that, I occasionally think about games and game playing. And one of the things that struck me lately is the difficulty in taking a guild or a group of people from game to game, and the fact that I'll give you the most simplistic example, which is getting on the same server as your friends is a really difficult task, and there's no reason that something like that has to be a difficult task. But they do load balancing and all this other kind of stuff, so they only show you the servers with the lowest population and stuff like this. So when you say to your friends, hey, let's get on the third one from the top or something like that, that changes for everybody as they're logging in, and so there's no way to take a group of people and move with them. So you start to look at that, and then you sort of start to uncover this whole class of problems. I was talking about this with some guys in the bar last night, and they were saying, well, when you move a guild, you're saying you want to come in at level 40 or something like. No, I want to come in to a new game at level 1 and enjoy being level 1. But the point is, 100 of my friends are going to come with me, and I want to be able to find them, and I want to be able to start with them, and I want to be able to group with them in the way that we're accustomed to. We have a social structure. We have a way that we interoperate, but games don't always do a really good job of conforming to that. They try to impress their own rule set onto the group rather than allowing the group to bring their rule set with them. And it's sort of this really interesting play, because what we're seeing now with WoW and some other stuff is saying, EverQuest 2 is one I like to pick on, because they say, look, you can use our item system and you can use our way to host your guild website, and you can do all this. Well, I already have a guild website, and we already have a loot tracking system, and we already have itemization. So I don't necessarily want yours. What I want to be able to do is to take your data and plug it into the way that my guild works and has worked for the last 8 years across 3 games. And that's a very different proposition from the way people are thinking about it. People are thinking about designing games as if everyone begins as a brand new player. For whoever designs the game after WoW, you're going to have 9 million people and growing that are accustomed to playing a game a certain way. Are you going to be able to adapt your game to do that? And I think it's going to be really interesting, because I think there's some lessons there for sort of software in the large kind of thing. So it's a fascinating little space, and I've been spending a lot of time thinking about game hopping and guild hopping and what that means, both kind of at like a guild level, at a guild officer level, how to manage transition and all that kind of stuff. At a player level, players get lost in the shuffle, moving from place to place and game to game. And it's a pretty interesting thing. So I hope to talk about that with a lot of you all throughout the conference. And I promised myself I would be brief, so I'm going to be brief.